For our person of interest today, we are pleased to welcome Madan Mohit Bhardwaj, the founder of SheWings, a social enterprise focused on improving women's health in India. Now, through their initiatives, they have reached out to over 30 lakh women, addressing some critical issues surrounding menstrual health and hygiene. Madan has played a significant role in advocating for the reduction of taxes on sanitary pads, successfully influencing the government to also implement a 0% GST on these essential products. His organization recently also completed about 11,000 mammograms in just 9 days, highlighting their commitment to enhancing women's health services in India. Madan, of course, is here with us in the studio. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, Sonal. Hi, good morning. How are you doing?
Good to see you. Good to see you in a very different avatar. A quick note over there for people who don't know, Madan used to be a fellow journalist and now is doing so much more work, so much more meaningful work. I have to start by asking you, Madan, that as a country, where are we in our awareness of getting the word out there and getting the importance and putting, the big focus on women health?
Sonal, first, this is one of the show I watch every morning, and it gives very positive vibes when I watch this. We are a country of more than 150 crore, people across the country. Now, in our country itself, because health services are literally not that vast, not that good, where we could connect with each villagers, each resident. That is what there are social enterprises like us. We have been doing remotely work in partnership with the government, of course, with a lot of societies, stakeholders. And we are reaching out to the minimal, I would say, the underprivileged people. That is what from 2014 till now, right, the situation has improved a lot. I would say either it's a government efforts or it is society's effort or it is the civil society people. We have the index, I would say, for women healthcare has improved a lot. In COVID itself, we found that it's not only the government, but there are a lot of foundations, there are a lot of good people, Samaritans, who came all the way to support. That is what we had now recognized the values of healthcare workers.
Correct. So I want to understand this, when it comes to women's health in India, an Indian woman will always put the health, comfort and well-being of their family before their self. Is that a dilemma that you have to tackle at a very micro level as well?
You're absolutely right. It is to be said in the Indian, North India especially, माओं को दर्द नहीं होता. And whoever is the mother of the house, she eats the food at the very last stage. The father will eat, the kids will eat. I mean, sometimes, so mostly in the houses, mother eats the left out foods. Sometimes we need to understand a woman needs more calcium, more diet, a healthy diet, where it is going opposite. So, because of the beliefs, values, culture, we are, in most of the families itself, in the villages, women doesn't eat food, they don't eat food until their husband eats.
Yeah, and then the kids, and then the in-laws, and only then the leftover goes to the mother.
Right. So, imagine a single day where a mother becomes sick, the entire household will come to a standstill.
Yeah.
So, she never takes a leave also, right? But as far as her health is concerned, she will give it a least priority, right? She will take any random medicine. So that is what it needs to be worked upon. This area is the most ignored sector. Women health is the most ignored sector. And if we look at, they are the backbone of the family. That is what we thought as a SheWings Foundation. We had worked mostly in the women health areas, either in terms of the menstrual hygiene or in terms of the PCOD, ovarian cyst, breast cancer, because these are the areas where people will go to doctor only if they are on bed.
Yeah.
There are basic SOPs which need to be followed. So awareness is something which is very important. And we want to educate, we started with education to awareness. We do not want that stage to come where you need to consult a doctor. Because a lot of things can be cured at the primary stage.
You're saying we've got to figure out a mechanism to nip it in the bud, because that's where a lot of diseases, health and wellness diseases as well, can be sort of taken care of. But name some of the major issues that women in India face today. Let's start with the urban woman first.
So for urban women, breastfeeding campaign we got a lot of support from the government also, from the Bollywood also. You see, there is a myth that breastfeeding will make women's figure out. Number one. Then there is another myth that if you do breastfeed for your baby, you will have a lot of weakness. So the breastfeeding issue is not for a rural women. It is mostly for a urban women. I've seen my friends who pass out from IIMs and ISBs not to breastfeed the baby. From the first day, the baby would be on top feed. Whereas,
which is basically
the
intention of the lobby. Yeah.
But the fact is, intention and the peer pressure of being fit. But the fact is, breastfeeding makes you fittest.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Not only you, but your baby also.
Correct.
And it gives more, for the healthy reason, I would say it's more important. Also, emotionally, you get connected to baby. Right? So it is very tough task to convince urban women, to educate women. Right? Because they have their own mindset. To persuade someone, it's a very difficult task. So it could not be a one-day affair that you meet a woman and persuade them. It takes the entire process to persuade urban women who's from a successful career.
Correct.
So we took the entire 3 seasons we have been doing it. Mostly we found, in fact, Honorable Governor Uttar Pradesh, Madam Anandibin Patel also supported this campaign.
Yeah.
And we had to involve a lot of successful women so that they can give an idea that how...
So they become advocates of the issue and they tell them that there's nothing wrong with it. By the way, completely with this, even, all the sort of pediatricians that you go to now, they tell you that the breastfeeding figures have gone up, which is a great thing. Let's turn the chapter and leave towards rural women. What is the big issue there?
Mostly nutrition is the most important factor, because most of the women in rural India, they eat the left out food. Sometimes they don't eat food because their husband did not have the food yet. And mostly menstrual hygiene, I would say PCOD and I would say UTIs, it's the major factor there. The another important factor I forgot to mention in the urban women, it's about using contraceptive pills. Because some sort of a women has understood that contraceptive pills are a solution. Whereas we forgot it is an emergency pills, right? Whereas the pressure is on a woman to have a pill. Overused. I will not name one of the school, but one of our gynecologists who's on board with us, she mentioned that in the school, by the time girls pass out, they have taken 20 pills. Imagine by the time of a girl turning 17, she has already used 17 pills. And that's how it changes the entire hormone.
And it will have downside, there will be side effects, yeah.
Exactly. And that's one of the major factor that, women, educated women, urban women also have issues.
Correct.
They need to be more cautious towards health. They are more ignorant towards their own health.
Correct. So come to me in conclusion about what can be done about this and where is SheWings actually taking this forward?
So, while reaching out to more than 3 lakhs women, either urban or rural women, we have realized that there is one major factor which is coming up, plastic. Women using plastic in sanitary pad, it causes a lot of disease. Imagine putting a plastic on the face for 5 days, 24 hours. It is a study which says that plastic causes cancer. If you look at the Indian infertility market, right, the cases of Indian infertility patients, it is increasing day by day. We have come up with a solution with our one of our product, which is 100%, the top sheet is made up of 100% viscose, which is cotton. It means you are not exposed to plastic. So whoever is,
How is this different from, say, the other sanitary napkins in the market?
Okay. So the product is called the world's first minor-friendly sanitary pad. A 12-year-old girl uses a different face cream, different shampoo, and their lingerie brands are different than a 40-year-old lady. If we understand their physiology and the body structure, during the menstrual hygiene, the blood flow is different for both the women, both the age group. The vulva size is different. In fact, their entire physiology is different. Why to use same sanitary pad which is not being made for them? The top sheet is a product, top sheet is a sheet which comes in contact with the vulva.
Yeah.
Right? When the plastic comes in contact with vulva, it is dangerous. That is what we want to cure. So that there could be healthy women, because when a woman is productive, when a woman is healthy, she's more productive.
Correct.
I feel that women in empowerment is incomplete until a woman is healthy or financially independent.
Yeah. So I just want to understand this, Madan, as we wrap up this segment on for people watching right now and taking this message home, what is it that they can do at their level to ensure that hygiene for women is sort of a conversation that happens more freely? And this is not a conversation only for people who've become mothers, but for all women alike.
We all shall start this within the family. In fact, if I would say, it took me more than 10 years to persuade my mother that my sister or my female family members in the house can do a puja during cycle. I was doing all the work, but it had a lot of struggle, right?
Yeah.
Still, I know women, who will never do shampoo during these days. So these are the things, but mostly now the problem has come up with the disposable also, because while using the product, we are making our Mother Earth more unsafe.
Correct.
While using, I would say, breast cancer is something which we hear one in a family is suffering from a breast cancer, and we need to stop this. For this, we need to have a regular checkups, right? If there is a doubt, we need to consult a doctor. We need to forget searching Google, right?
Yeah.
It's a very serious affair, because now if a woman is productive, I believe that, if a woman is healthy, the family is healthy, right?
Yeah.
Swasth Mahila and Swasth Parivar and successful country is all aligned.
Yeah.
So we need to be,
There was in fact a study that said that the health of a woman is directly related to the GDP of the country as well. That's how it really matters, and that's how important it really is in the whole process. Thank you so much, Madan, for sharing all these insights. We spoke a whole lot, host of issues on things that matter to women in urban India, in rural India, what can be done, and perhaps where you and I need to change our mindset a tad bit more. Thanks so much.